Elijah Johnson? Mr. Johnson, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. Are you high right now? Uh-huh.
I gotta tell y'all too. I ain't high at all. I wrote the book down.
Mr. Johnson, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On April 15th, 2024, officers were dispatched in Harris County, Texas. The complaining witness was downtown in Houston to celebrate her birthday that late evening and had consumed a moderate amount of alcohol while out. The complaining witness stumbled and caused an item in the bathroom to fall. The defendant entered into the bathroom and became aggressive because he thought she had been throwing things around on purpose. The defendant grabbed her using both of his open palms and grabbed the base of her neck and began squeezing it to the point she was unable to breathe and caused her pain. The complainant stated that the defendant, then released his left hand from her neck and then used his right hand to press her head against the edge of the bathtub. The CW stated that
So the bathtub, you say?
on the edge of the bathtub, yes, Judge, that's what it says. The complainant stated that the defendant then struck her multiple times in the face with his left hand and caused her upper and lower lips to become swollen, bruised, cut open on the inside of both upper and lower lips, and caused additional pain. The complainant stated that the defendant also struck her in the right eye with either an open or a closed fist, which caused her even more bruising, swelling, and redness to appear.
What's the relationship?
It doesn't appear that there was one, Judge.
The complaining witness and the defendant were in a dating relationship at the time. They're no longer in that dating relationship. I just spoke to her yesterday.
Were they in a dating relationship at the time?
Yes, Judge, at the time of the offense. When he was told yesterday.
The wrong charge, Judge, again. I don't know what to say.
Mr. Johnson, it's very possible that they indict this as a felony. I would be very, very careful because it could be very well is an impeding choking case where you'll be facing 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. As it stands, I'm sending you for a drug test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in your system, and you're to come right back. If you fail to take the drug test, if you fail to come back, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to make it high. Do you understand? No more PR bonds for any new charges, anything you pick up, any violation of conditions that you may do. You're not going to get any more PR bonds. Do you understand? And I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my city at all costs. So I'm going to have you sign a reset, and we're going to send you for a drug test, and we'll see you back in 30 minutes. That way.
Page 18, Mayfield, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Paez Gonzalez. Mr. Paez Gonzalez, you're charged with an indecent exposure with a previous conviction. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. Okay.
Officers were dispatched to an apartment complex in Harris County, Texas. The complaining witness stated that he observed the defendant naked in the apartment pool and asked him to leave. The complaining witness stated he later observed the defendant naked while sitting on a patio bench while masturbating. When officers arrived on scene, the defendant continued masturbating while in the officer's presence.
In a tense Harris County courtroom, justice unfolds one case at a time. Assault, threats, indecent exposure, each story darker than the last. The judge's tone stays firm. No more PR bonds. Follow your conditions or go to jail. Behind every verdict lies a warning: actions have consequences.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case, Mr. Baez-Gonzalez. If I test you for drugs and alcohol, what are you going to test positive for? I'm sending you now for a drug and alcohol test. I want to know what, if anything, you're going to test positive for. You're to come right back. If you fail to come back, I'm going to revoke your bond and I'm going to make it high. Do you understand? Hey, Vic.
Yes.
I'm sending him for a drug test.
Okay.
And then when he comes back, we'll appoint him someone. But you are to come right back after your drug test. Do you understand? Okay, head on over that way.
Right this way.
We still need to do a whole host of conditions after the fact, but we'll do it after the drug test. This is his 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth. I would be remiss to think that. Come on up. Yes, of course. Hi. Hi.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thanks for asking,
Thanks
Judge.
for coming.
I just wanted to have a take my son to work day and introduce him to.
How are you? How old are you? Great. Have you ever been to court before? What do you think? It's a lot of fun. You know why? Because we work hard, but at the same time, we eat a bunch of candy. Do you like candy? You want some? So much candy that I can help you with. This is one of my favorites. So I have that too. How about this? Do you like Sour Patch Kids? This is the best part of the job. You work hard, you study hard, you can do whatever you want to make it. That's all I know is you can't. That's what it's about. Eat candy all day and have fun. I hope you have fun, and you're welcome to come hang out with us anytime, perhaps later, when that's all done, we can show the jail too. Look at the jail. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it'll take a while, but yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Good morning, Mr. Balance. So your lawyers are bringing you, or your lawyer is bringing you out here because she's asking me to set you a bond. I don't know. I don't know anything about you. My main concern are two. Number one, are you a danger to our public? Number two, if you are not a danger, are you going to go back? Both of those are evidenced by how you look on paper, what kind of criminal history you have. When is the last time you've gotten in trouble? If so, we'll go into that now and determine all these questions.
At this time, the state's asking for no bond. He doesn't have any criminal history, but we are concerned about the facts surrounding this charge.
Okay.
He wanted out of Polk County, Florida, and I do have the probable cause on this one.
Ish.
On or about October 7th, 2024, the defendant made two separate calls to the Polk County Sheriff's Office. In their first call, the defendant alleged that he had dispatched or killed a police officer, and he asked to take the officer's vehicle to return it to the sheriff's office. After refusing to provide more info to the call taker, defendant then stated he would dump the car in a canal. During his second call to the sheriff's office, the defendant questioned how often the sheriff's office calls to check on their officers, and how long it would take for them to know that one guy had not called in and was in a problem. The defendant stated that his line of questions was for him. Sheriff's office conducted a countrywide well-being check on deputies and officers and found none to be harmed. Under these exigent circumstances, the defendant was then traced back by ID and phone carrier as well as caller ID. The FBI had previously ID'd defendant in January of 2024 as having made several threats about killing law enforcement officers on YouTube video, which I have those statements if you want to hear them. But defendant had also made several calls to other jurisdictions, including Kentucky and Tampa, that he had drowned or killed its abuse. So we are concerned about the danger.
So he's made similar calls in other states as well? Was he living in those states? Just calls from Florida?
So he called Kentucky. He also called Tampa. The YouTube comments he left in January 2024 did ask suggestions of what state to shoot a cop in. We're concerned about the facts around it.
When did this happen? So is it a 2B? Was he charged and then fled?
So the offense happened earlier this month on October 7th. It was issued.
Wow, that's 4 days ago.
Issued October 8th.
Was he here? Was he over there? It just randomly called a different county in Florida? Just
The address they have for him is in Florida.
say it again?
The address that they have for him is in Delray Beach, Florida. I can also call Jay if you need him, but
Being what's going on in Florida now, how long is it going to even take to get them over here to get him?
I mean, we said it came out for 14 days, so it'd be 2 weeks.
I know that you're setting him out for 2 weeks, but are they going to have the manpower to even come get him at that time? I think that there's a lot of other priorities. There's still millions of people without power. Right. And that adds it. So I'm going to presume that they're not going to get him in 14 days. They're going to want an extension at their minimum. So I don't know, Sonia. It's just.
Bond has been set on one of the 2 charges. The charge they're not going to set a bond until he actually makes the first appearance.
What was the bond set at? Do you know?
5,000 on one case, and the other case is 0 bond.
Yeah, no bond until he has his first appearance on the.
Are they're both felonies, I would presume.
Yes, a felony 2 in the public. Jay says the sheriff's office is open and should let us know within a day or 2 if they can.
What do you do with yourself these days, Mr. Roy?
I work for a company that hosts events. I'm a facilitator trainer. I train automotive salespeople on new products for different companies. I travel, they travel me. We set up a big event, like for Toyota, for instance. They bring out all the regional salespeople, and then we make presentations presenting the new products, have them drive the cars. May I add something or
Sure.
I did live in Florida. I know I had a bad night with all this stuff. I got divorced about a year ago before I moved up here. This was
Don't talk about the cases.
okay. I understand. They informed me, but I'm not a danger. I don't have a record. I don't have any ill will, or whatever happened was a one-off. I understand. I did acquire counsel so that I can resolve this issue. I have no intention of harming. I've asked for extensions for work and everything so that I can go down and take care of this. I will get myself down, even if it means waiting a little bit or dealing with the problems with the hurricane. I can.
Do you have any weapons?
No, nothing. 1-bedroom apartment.
Is there any way to search if someone has a weapon, a registered weapon, somehow through a database? When you buy a weapon.
I know it goes to the ATF, but there is not.
Is there a way?
There's an ATF report you can draft it, but it takes a while to get back to us. It's not like an instant thing like ALC, ICTC.
I want to make sure that he doesn't have any weapons.
He also has conditions requested by law enforcement officers not to have, but.
I know that, but I want to know, does he have any weapons at his disposal? If we let him out, he's going to go harm someone. It scares me. How long do you think we can know whether he has any registered weapons or not?
Sometimes it takes weeks, Judge. It depends on the investigator, who they know an ATF that can draft a report. It's really, there's no time frame.
Dave says that he can look up the firearm, if you give him a second. He also says it's not a one-off and that FBI had him in January 2024.
Say it again?
He also says that it's not a one-off since the FBI had him in January of 2024 earlier for the YouTube comments. And Polk County had the call just earlier this month.
So it's 3 different places.
Well, he wanted to hear from Polk County on this one. He did have that earlier event in January 2024 for FBI.
I mean, it's just scary that, you know, the good thing is that they'll be here within 2 weeks to get you. Mr. Roy, you got to understand that this really scares me. I mean, this is not a one-off. You're making YouTube comments. Now you're making actual phone calls that allegedly that you're, you know, killed an officer.
If I made a comment on a YouTube, it was something.
No, I
understand something I saw that made me angry possibly, but not having to do. I understand.
Don't. It's, if it was a one-off perhaps, but over and over. And so let me think about it. And I want to know if you have any registered weapons first off, and then, you know, well, I'll get back to you. Okay. All right. Thanks. Oh, Kennedy, that's right.
Yeah. We learned, I was talking with the clerk that it was said as like a 2B. But
Yeah, well, I got it as a 2B.
But it doesn't show up on the clerk's website at all, from a public perspective. So like the only reason we knew it existed is because we came in off docket the original case. And like, I still can't pull it up now unless I go through the portal.
Is that something that they normally can see? I don't think that you can normally see 2Bs.
Because like felony 2Bs, I can usually see. Misdemeanors, I guess we just don't get them too often where.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can you see 2Bs on the clerk's website?
Well, we have more access than they do.
If I were to just like go look on anyone in the public, can they see the 2Bs for misdemeanors?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I can't see any of the filings in the case or anything like that, which is just, I don't know. It's interesting.
Well, I'm glad that you find out.
Yeah.
I would have reached out to you regardless to let you know about the bond violation. So.
So I know with Mr. Kennedy today, he set on the assault case. There's obviously this BPO that exists. I have spoken with the state. My intention, of course, is to ask that I am able to walk him through on the BPO. I know the state will read off their summary, of course, but summarization from our perspective is this case happened. We walked him through on Friday. You know, you said no contact.
You did a walkthrough the first time, right?
Correct. That was on Friday. It had been out for like 2 months and we didn't know about it. With the whole 2B thing, I was able to see that one, but not this one, you know? So they've been separated for a while. They live at 2 different houses and have lived at 2 different houses. After this, his wife wanted to tow a car that was at his house, which is under both of their names. So she reached out to the constables. The constables drove over with her in order to try and get this done. The constable met Mr. Kennedy. He didn't want to speak to the police. Obviously, having a case going on, I get it. And so told them that they needed to leave. They checked back with her and they said, "Have you guys spoke?" And they're like, "Well, he called me the other day," which was Saturday. And the cop looked at the call log and that was it. 2B gets issued. To my knowledge, based off of what I've read on the.
Did we do no contact or did we do no threatening and harassing? I don't remember.
So Manny was here for that one. I want to say it was no contact.
It's no contact, Judge.
It was whenever I had initially spoken to him before he had come, I was under the impression it would be a MOA based off of kind of how we felt everything was going to go out. But I think it went to a full no contact in court. But from what
I always ask, what the complaining witness wants. And I always want to honor what their wishes are. So if they don't want to have contact, then I'm going to do the no contact.
Yeah, and we've certainly gotten conflicting messages from how we thought it would play, let's just say.
Looking from him?
No, from the complaining witness about her wanting to proceed.
So you've been in contact with her?
So when we made contact, we go like, nope, don't want anything to do with it. Then we came into court and it was.
Just telling them something different.
Right. So when the officer looked at the call log, all I know is that he looked at a call log. And